Hey everyone, my name is Julianne. Thanks for hopping on this call. If you're a brand new coach, rock on that you're on here. I think the number one thing you should do as a coach is connect to the community. I'm the co-founder of Team Happy and Fit. The other co-founder is Sara Fried. She's my best friend. We started this business at the same time. This team was our vision. This team was exactly what we wanted when we thought of a team. We didn't always have the type of not mentoring. We had awesome mentors, but I don't know how to go with it. We just had a vision for what we wanted, maybe from something that we didn't have ourselves. So that's how Team Happy and Fit came to be. It's amazing. I think that Nikki Touch was just telling me, she's like, man, like, I feel like everybody just needs this team so they can just see it and then become more positive, which is so true. Speaking of Nikki Touch, she's becoming a diamond coach on Thursday. So is Eric Condia, my husband, which is crazy, like super cool. So shout out to them. I'm so excited and so incredibly proud. Sarah's going to be talking about 80-day obsession. I'm really excited about this. You guys, this launch is huge. So it might be overwhelming and scary. Maybe you've never done a launch before. Maybe you don't even know what a launch is, and maybe you have no idea what 80-day obsession is. Sarah's going to break it down, and what I need you to do is log out of your Facebook, log out of your phone, get a pen and get a paper and take notes. Like, be there, be ready to rock and roll. She's going to teach you everything that she knows. She's really good at launching programs. We have launched a lot of programs since being a coach for 3.5 years. And the coolest thing about this new launch is that it's a totally different type of launch. Like, it's a whole nother beast. So you definitely want to take those notes. So my biggest suggestion is, like, if you feel overwhelmed with not getting some work done, that will come later. Real quick, I need to read you something from this book that I'm reading. And it hit me today because I feel like a lot of coaches get really frustrated really quickly. I feel like their mindset shifts to negativity. I feel like their perspective always is negative. Not always negative, but I feel like if you can start to trick your brain into thinking that obstacles aren't a bad thing, because I think sometimes we're like shocked that life happens to us, or like shocked that things can be hard, or that this business can be hard, because maybe you're like, freaking yeah, all these people said yes, and then you reach out to them and then they all say no, right? Or you have these expectations and you get let down. Y'all, it's inevitable. Like, I just hope that you're not comparing Sarah and I's journey to yours, because maybe we're not doing a great enough job being transparent on how many no's that we get, how many not yets that we get, how many defeats we have in this business. I just freaked out the other day on Sarah. And she's like, that has never happened between you and I before. And I'm like, dude, I'm sorry. Like, I don't know what's going on with me. I was a mess. And it might be a little bit of PMS, and it might be a little bit repeatedly. It might be a little bit of this. Like, it's like, I just unleashed. And I was like, whoa, I need to give myself a check. And thank goodness she loves me, because it was too much. So I want you to really listen to this. We forget in life, it doesn't matter what happens to you or where you come from. It matters what you do with what happens and what you've been given. But those people talking about people turn crap into sugar all the time, thinking about racial discrimination, disabilities, battles against overwhelmingly superior armies, like all this kind of stuff that's like really, really bad. And he was saying, he's like, but these people didn't quit. Despite the things that were handed to them physically in life, like a physical impairment, like things that you cannot change, these people were resilient and have been resilient when this happens in their life. They didn't feel sorry for themselves. They didn't delude themselves with fantasies about easy solutions. They focused on the one thing that mattered, applying themselves with drive and creativity. What was in front of them was all they knew and all they had. No one wants to be born weak or to be victimized. No one wants to be down to their last dollar. No one wants to be stuck behind an obstacle, blocked from where they need to go, right? Like, no one wants that. No one in life is like, yeah, I would love to be paycheck to paycheck. Yeah, I would love it if this happened in my life. That was like the worst thing ever. Like, no one does that. No one hopes for that, right? No one is saying you can't take a minute to think, dang it, this sucks. By all means, vent, exhale, take stock. Just don't take too long, because you have to get back to work, because each obstacle we overcome makes us stronger for the next one. Whoa, right? Like sometimes I think we have too much of a pity party for ourselves. And then that's all we focus on instead of being like, man, this really sucks. You know what though? This obstacle is going to make me freaking better. So if you feel like you're a little bit stuck right now, I invite you to have a gut check with that. No excuses, no exceptions, no way around it. It's on you to move forward. We don't have the luxury of running away or hiding because we have something very specific we're trying to do. We have an obstacle we have to lean into and transform. So therefore, we can always and only greet our obstacles with energy, persistence, coherent and deliberate process, with resilience, with strategic vision, with craftiness, and an eye for opportunity in pivotal moments. I would hands down say in this business when I've been struggling, that is what I have done. Someone said to me, they're like, what am I missing? What am I missing? They said that to me today and I was like, man, I don't know. And I was like talking to Eric, I was like, what are they like? I don't know. I don't feel like I'm any different. Like, I don't know. And then I'm like, maybe it's because the obstacle, I'm just looking at it and leaning into it and being like, you know what? This sucks, but I'm just going to go for it. So I struggle with obstacles. I have moments I feel sorry for myself, but at the end of the day, I don't let it get up in my head too much. Last thing, cleaning house. Are you doing your workout? Are you drinking your shake? I like this 80-day obsession. This is going to be a program that transforms your freaking body. Like, are you sharing your journey on social media? Sometimes when I go through some of your social media, I don't even know if you're working out. I don't want you to help someone else if you're not helping yourself. I am not about that business type of life. I'm about that transformation type of life. I do not want you in this for the wrong reasons. You need to be working on yourself and then sharing that with someone else. You have to have a serious gut check, but also it goes into play. Are you doing too much for yourself and not helping anyone else? Like, there is a fine line of balance. It all starts with self-care for sure. So one, are you doing self-care? And are you only holding on to your self-care and not sharing it? Are you listening to PD all day but not actually applying it? Are you listening to PD all day but you're not doing the hard thing and doing your crap and just inviting? Like, this business requires a lot of gut checks, and it's really hard because it really requires you to become a better person. And typically that means you're going to be stretched and you're going to feel really freaking uncomfortable. And you're going to do things you don't want to do. So what is it that you're not doing that you don't want to do? And you should probably just go freaking do it. So that might be 80-day freaking obsession. Sara has been working on this for a very long time. She's been setting people up for this process of 80-day obsession. I can't wait for her to share more about it. But the thing is, you guys, I looked at this and was like, there's so much being launched. Like, I don't know. Then the more I was studying this, I was like, whoa, this is going to transform lives and transform your business. It's going to be insane. Please get out of Facebook, stay focused, lean in, take notes. Listen to my best friend, co-founder of Team Happy and Fit. Launching and helping you launch gives you everything you need to do to effectively make this happen, even if you are a brand new coach, on how to launch this program. Sara, take it away, sister.
Thank you. Hey, guys. Okay, I hope you have a piece of paper and pen out. I'm going to give you everything, like everything that I do, everything that I use. I'm just going to lay it all out for you so you can write everything down. It's in no particular order, but I'm going to go over what I do as far as like marketing, promoting it, and then what I do once somebody is interested. I'm going to take you through all of that. I'll explain the packs a little bit to you as well. And that was weird. My screen flashed. Okay. And just make it super simple to where, one, you're not going to be overwhelmed, and two, the person that you're talking to isn't going to be overwhelmed by like multiple different options flying right at them. Okay. So here's the thing. I love launches. Like, I get so excited for it because I suffer from fitness boredom really bad. I get bored very easily. And if you have known me for any length of time, you probably know I've done 17 Beachbody programs start to finish. Like, every single workout, I stuck to that calendar. So I've pretty much done everything on BOD, unless it's like dance fitness. because it's not my jam. But I've done everything else. And one, I think that makes me a good coach, because if somebody asks me about something, I'm like, yeah, I can share my own experience. And that's a big reason why you need to start programs and complete them, is because you want other people to do that too. So I have a little bit of a head cold, so if I sound a little funny or I'm coughing, that's why. Okay, so first thing I've been doing is, and these are in no particular order, but I'm adding to my network based on my niche. So for 80-day obsession, I'm running a group with another coach from Team Rockstar Fit, which is like our mother team. And she happens to be a mom that's always been into fitness like myself. So what I did is I'm partnering with somebody that's very much like me, and we decided to run a group called Rock Solid Moms. So knowing that, I'm targeting moms currently. So when I'm going and I'm adding to my network, I'm looking for moms basically. So what I do, and this is super easy, is I think of a friend that I have on Facebook that is a mom. So off the top of my head, like my friend Michelle is buying a house in the neighborhood next to us, and I go and I look at her friend list. And if we have 2 or more mutual friends, I start adding them, and I will just click on that person's picture. I'll go look really quick. Often you'll see like kids in the cover photo. Perfect. Like, you're who I want to work with. So I'll click send a friend request, boom, go to the next one. And I'll just do that. So I don't really add men on Facebook. I pretty much just add women, but right now I'm really focusing on adding moms. That doesn't mean that I won't work with you if you're not a mom, because I have current customers and I have people that are interested that have not had children yet, and that's totally fine. But I'm just honing in on my niche because that's who I am. Okay, so Beachbody also, before and after pictures, you can go to Google and you can just type in 80-day obsession test group. And up are going to come all these pictures. I just save them to my phone. You might know some of the coaches that were in the test group. Go to their social media and save their photos, okay? They're out there for you to use, so take advantage of that. Make sure that you have those. I put those in a few different places. I put them on my Facebook, and I do a post about it so people can see, like, this really does work. I put it in my Instagram stories and I talk about it. I put it on my Instagram. Okay, so I put them in those 3 places. And if you guys have questions, definitely put them in the chat. I won't look at the chat because it distracts me, but I'll answer them after. So I start collecting all these before and after photos when Shift Shop is like the last big program that came out. And I mean, I took Julianne's photos because she was in the Shift Shop test group. Okay, they're mine now. You know, I took Teresa Schrader's, like Sarah Morrison's. I was collecting them from coaches, and then I post them and show people what this program does. They're there for you guys to use. Don't feel like you can't use them because they're not yours. So I want you to know that, especially if you're a new coach, because I think as a new coach, I thought that those were theirs and I couldn't share those. Not true. Okay, so sneak peek of workouts. So a little bit obsessed. They're going to preview 80-day obsession starting on December 20th. And I believe it's 5 days. Okay. If I were you, I would do every single one of those workouts, and I would be documenting that like a fitness diary on my social media. An app I really love, and people, I know you guys message me all the time and say, what do you use for your videos, Sarah? I love iMovie. If you have an iPhone, you can use iMovie. I literally just selfie on a tripod, or go old school like I used to do and balance it like on your water bottle. It doesn't matter. Take a video of yourself doing it, put it into iMovie, edit it. It's super easy to figure out, and share the sneak peek. Often Beachbody will do a sweepstakes for previews. They don't always, so I can't guarantee this, but a lot of times when they preview new workouts, they'll say, hey, we're giving $500 away to 5 winners if you use these hashtags on your social media. Do that. I know coaches that have won those, that have won $1,000, $500, like it's free money. So that's an awesome incentive for you, and an awesome way for you to promote 80-day obsession, but I would absolutely do those. I would take pictures. I would show like what you're eating. I know the meal plan's not out yet, but you like, it could be something from the 21-day fixed meal plan. It doesn't matter. Like, just show your healthy food, show your Shakeology, that thing. So I'm going to actually share my screen. I'm going to show you some of my social media back from when I did Shift Shop so you can see what I mean. Okay, can you guys see that? So if you look here, it says Shift Shop Day 4, and it's a picture of my food. It doesn't say Shakeology on it. It does say Shift Shop Day 4. And I would just do this every day. So if you look up here, Shift Shop Day 5, there's another picture of me and my food. Shift Shop Day 8, same thing. So I would just do this, because what that does is it shows consistency. Like, I say that I'm going to complete this program, and now you're going to watch me complete this program. It's consistency. It's doing what you say you're going to do and showing people that on social media. This post is me going to, so basically I was getting an objection from people like, I can't do this, I'm pregnant, or I want to get pregnant soon, I can't join your group. And I was so annoyed by that objection, because we have so many coaches on our team that are pregnant right now, that I went, or like we're just pregnant. So I went to their social media and I made a collage of the Team Happy and Fit coaches that were pregnant, and I did a post about it. A lot of my like handling objections on my social media is me getting like kind of irritated from the conversations I'm having and the objections I'm getting, and then I make them into posts. So we're here to like share. So do I think you should go and copy and paste words from other coaches? No, I don't think you should do that. You need to be you need to be original. But go to other coaches' pages, and like, I mean, I know what it's like to be pregnant, but that was years ago. So that was such a good way for me to kind of shoot that objection down, because like, I'm not in that current state right now. Let me stop the share real quick. Okay. So let's see. Speak to objections and your niche. So like for me, I already have planned, I'm going to do a post that's basically talking about how I get bored easily with my fitness. Now, to the person that hates fitness and isn't into fitness is probably going to roll their eyes and hate that post and totally not relate. Okay, so I'm not talking to them. I'm talking just to my niche. And there's still going to be people that don't work out that want to join my group, but you need to talk like you're talking to yourself, and don't be afraid to like single people out. So whatever your niche is, talk to that, handle objections. So whatever you're finding is happening in your conversations, you need to be ballsy and you need to talk about it on your social media. And this also comes with experience as a coach, but if people are giving you money objections, you need to talk about that on your social media. If people are telling you they're too busy, you need to be like BS and talk about that on your social media and why that's BS. You need to be bold, because, and I don't know if you guys listened to the National Wake Up Call this week, but they were talking about how people will not join you if you're wishy-washy, if you're like, you have to be bold. You have to be like very, like, this is my opinion, and kind of like stuck in your opinion, because if you're just like kind of wavering, people aren't going to follow that. So whatever those objections are that are driving you crazy and you're getting and you just don't agree with, like, you have to take a stand and take a stand on your social media. Okay. So obviously you need to post about your challenge group. So while you're doing a little bit obsessed is such a good time to post about your challenge group. What I recommend doing is kind of starting off with like, I have 10 spots. Like, this is an exclusive group. Okay. Make it special. Later on, when you do another post, I have 8 spots left. Another post, I have 5 spots left. Just pick a number. It doesn't have to be what you actually have. Another thing is I go into Instagram stories, and as people are signing up, I'll create like a list that I'll share on my Instagram stories, and it'll be like basically a picture that's numbered 1 through 10, and it's got like 4 names on there. And then all of a sudden I through the week I'm adding names, and so people are seeing my group fill up. It creates that sense of urgency. Okay. So that's something that I do a lot of too. Okay. Ask your current customers to comment on your social media. So I did this the other day in my current challenge group. I put up a post about 80-day obsession with some before and after pictures. I went to my challenge group and I said, hey guys, like I'm really excited for 80-day obsession. I know you guys are too. Do me a favor. I know you guys are going to be in this group. Just go to my post today and just comment that you're excited and you're in. And I had like 12 people go in there. And then what I do is if I have a post I really want people to see and there's 10 comments underneath it, you need to respond back to those comments. I don't do it all at one time, because what happens is as a new comment goes under that picture, it goes up to the top of the news feed. So when say 10 people comment, I'll respond back to the first comment and then that's it. I'll leave it alone. Okay. Because when I respond back, boom, it shoots up to the top of the news feed. Then all these other people are posting. Then I'll go back later in the day and I'll respond to the second person. Now mine shoots back to the top of the news feed. So I could have a post go to the top of the news feed 20 times that day off of me doing that. So now when people are opening up their phones, the first thing they're seeing is Sarah's post, Sarah's post, Sarah's post. And I don't worry that that's too much for people, because I know that about 10% of your Facebook friends see your post. And if you want more people to see it, you have to get more comments, more traction under there. Does that make sense? So I hope it does. And like I said, I can answer questions later. But if I really want a post to be seen, I've got to get a lot of comments under there. I got to keep getting it pulled up in the newsfeed. Okay. Go live on your page and just talk about it. Like, why are you excited about it? Why are you pumped about it? You could go live with your workout when a little bit of obsessed comes out. Like, people just need to see it. Take your own before pictures. I'm doing this tomorrow. I'm putting on a bikini and I'm taking my before pictures. And you don't have to be in a bikini. Wear whatever you want. You know, sports bra, shorts, whatever, yoga pants. But I would take them front, side, back, because you're going to want to show that. And what I want to say about this program is you got to do the meal plan. You got to do the nutrition, because that's how you're going to have awesome results. And you are showing these pictures of these test group individuals on your social media. When this program is over, you need to have your own picture. Even if you don't have a huge physical, like, you know, you're not going to have a huge physical transformation. Like, I know I'm not going to have one, right? Doesn't matter. If I'm on point with my nutrition and I'm on point with my workouts, I know there's going to be a difference there. So you've got to show that. So take your before pictures. Okay. Share those joining spots left on your Instagram stories. I said that. So as people are ordering their challenge packs or committing to this group, what I'll do is I'll find a picture of them on social media and I will go to my Instagram stories and I'll put their picture there and I'll be like, welcome Amy, newest challenger, or like newest boot camp member, that type of thing. And add that to my Instagram stories. And as people are signing up, I keep showing that, because I want them to see, like, real people do join my groups. Like, this isn't like a fictitious thing. Like, this is real, you know? So I'm showing that. Okay. Ask for referrals and testimonials. So if you have somebody that you've helped get a really great transformation, see if you can share it on your social media so that you can show proof that you can help people get great results. Just say, like, if you have somebody that you know is enjoying your groups, say, hey, like 80-day obsession's coming up soon. I have a couple of spots left. Do you know anybody that would want to do this with you before we start? And see if you can get some referrals that way. Create an event page. So what I'm doing is, obviously I'm only inviting moms to my event page. So I'm willing to bet that there's some coaches on this call that are going to have an event page that's strictly either 80-day obsession or like a new year thing, that type of thing, that you can either invite people with their event page or make your own. They're really easy to make. And then what I do is in that event page, I handle objections. I talk about what they get. I share the promo video for 80-Day Obsession. I just keep talking about it, keep talking about it, keep talking about it, post in there every day. Okay. So I definitely recommend creating an event page because, again, not everybody's going to see every post you do on social media. That's a way to directly invite a particular person. I do post the promo video when we have a new launch, and I use the Repost app. You can get it from your app store. It's called Repost app. What this does is it lets you take any video or photo off of Instagram and now save it to your phone as if it's yours. So what you can do is you can use the Repost app, and then you can search the 80-Day Obsession or like Autumn's page or Beachbody's page. You can find the promo video for 80-Day Obsession, and you can save that to your phone. It'll have a little tab in one of the corners that'll show who you took it from. So it's giving credit to that person. Like it'll say Beachbody really down low on the bottom, or it'll say like Autumn or whatever. It'll say that down at the bottom. But now you can share that on your Facebook. You can share that on your Instagram with a post. Because for me, like I love fitness. And so like when I see the promo video, I get excited. And I definitely, every time we've had a launch and I share the promo video, I have at least a few people that are interested. Okay. So I definitely recommend doing that. It might look a little salesy because the rest of my social media doesn't really, like, you can't tell what I do is Beachbody except for that. But all of my social media is like me. So having that one thing that's more Beachbody is okay with me because that's not like my typical post, if that makes sense. Okay. Let's see. Curiosity marketing. So with the 80-Day Obsession, really there's 3 things nutrition-wise people are going to need, and that's Shakeology, Energize, and Recover. And I'm going to tell you guys now, I think you need to be using all 3 during this program, like period. Because here's the thing, probably most of you are doing 30-minute workouts right now. 80-Day Obsession, you're going to be doing hour-long workouts 6 days a week. It is brutal on your body. It's tough. It is going to challenge you. You are going to be insanely sore, and you are going to need to recover for those BCAAs, that protein, that muscle recovery to help with that soreness. So I really, really recommend that you do the Recover. And I know that there were some coaches in the test group that said that they didn't start off using the performance line, and they were miserable. They were not feeling good. Like they didn't have energy. They were super sore, and then they stopped fighting it and started using it, and they felt so much better. You know, it's winter and it's so hard to get out of bed in the morning. So you need to be drinking Energize. You need to be able to have that energy for your workouts. You need to get your nutrients. And so Shakeology, I really think you have to be using all 3. And I also think if you're asking other people to use all 3, you have to be using all 3. That's just my stance on that. Like I'm kind of a hard, you know what about it. But that's what I think. That's what I think. And I also like want to point out that when I joined as a coach, it was back when we had DVDs. And I probably spent $600 a year on my fitness because I would buy one program on DVD. I would complete that, and then I would need another program. So then I would order those DVDs, and I would complete that, and then I need another program. So I'd order those DVDs. So I probably spent about $600 on my fitness alone, not including my Shakeology. So the fact that we get BOD and it's so freaking cheap, like you guys are so lucky. I could have saved so much money that first year. Yeah. So I really, really recommend that you do that. It's so worth it. And if you haven't tried it, it'll be great to show people that you have. You'll be able to have your own testimonial with it. Totally worth it. Okay. I personally have heard you can also use Hydrate and Recharge. Autumn said you can. Of course, those aren't in the challenge packs. I have Hydrate here at home, so I'm going to be using Hydrate. So that's definitely something that you can do. Okay. I was also going to tell you that I was going to give you all my apps. So I use Word Swag a lot for like those collages of pictures that you see, Word Swag. I do use PhotoFi as well. If you use Aviary, they make food look so good. Like there's a button on there that says food. You can click food and it makes all the colors of your food just pop and look really good. So I use those for all my food pictures. That's on Aviary. Okay. So, all right. So now I'm going to talk a little bit about what I do when somebody says that they're interested. It's gotten so easy with these canned responses, guys. And if you don't know what a canned response is, like it's in our team page, you can just go to the search tab or the search bar and type in canned responses and figure out how to make them. Super, super easy. But what I'm doing is somebody says they're interested. I say, hey, awesome. Can you send me your email so I can send you more details? Then I say, you know, what are you currently doing for your own health and fitness? What are your goals? Like, that's basically all the big question that I'm asking. I like start there. What's kept you from achieving them? Those three things. So what are your current health and fitness goals? What are you currently doing to achieve them? Why haven't you been able to meet your goals? That's it. And then I have their email and I can send them out a canned response. So Julianne has shared in our team page some canned responses and I have my own as well. And what I did is, and I'm going to show them to you. I broke them up into canned responses for my new people and my current people on HD and my people that only have BOD. So these are like the people that only have BOD are probably the people that have bought challenge packs, but like they canceled their Shakeology, right? And they just have BOD. So I've put them into those three categories. So I'm going to share my screen and then I'm going to show them to you. Hold on here. Okay, can you guys see that? Cool. Okay. All right, so these are all my canned responses in Google Doc. And I've shared these in the team page as well, so you already have them. And really all you have to do is you can copy and paste these into canned responses and enter like your own links and you're good and you're pretty much good to go. Maybe you need to change a little wording around, look at it and just make sure it looks good before you actually use it. But like I said, mine's gonna be rock solid moms. This is my canned response to new coaches, or I'm sorry, to new customers or coaches. And let's see if I can scroll down. There it goes. Okay. I gotta love when you're on Zoom and like your computer half works. Okay. Okay, so basically it just explains everything to them. And then this is for somebody like brand new, has never worked with me. I basically give them 3 options to join and 3 options and that's it. Okay. So let me just pull this up really quick. Okay. So these are the different packs. There's a lot of different graphics for this going around. This is just one that I have. Like there's other ones, but I basically in that canned response, this middle thing right here where it says mega pack, combo, challenge pack, basic pack, those are the only options that I'm giving somebody that's new, that's brand new. And so it gives the link to each one and it explains what each one entails. And so basically I'm giving them an expensive option, a middle tier option, and a cheap option. And then they can pick from those 3. Typically what I've like found is if you give an expensive option, a cheap option, a middle tier one, a lot of times they'll settle on the middle one. Nikki, who I'm doing a challenge group with, we recorded a video together where we talk about all of this and we explain the importance of nutrition. We explain why we want them to have like everything in here. So I do have that I put in my that I'm going to put in my canned responses, but I'm just giving them 3 options for this new person. So basically this new person, I'm ignoring everything else on this list except for those 3. Okay. So hopefully that makes sense. I'll look at the chat here in a second. Okay. Then I made a canned response for all my existing customers and coaches. So these are like my discount coaches, my working coaches, or my existing customers that are on HD. I know that they're drinking, you know, Shakeology, basically. Okay. I'm sending them a canned response, and they have these two options, the Mega Program Pack or the Program Pack. Okay, so hopefully I'm not confusing you. Autumn is running a group on Facebook for coaches only. Coaches only. Your customers cannot do this. You have to be a coach. You are required, if you want to be in her group, to buy one of these. You can't just say, I have everything at home, I want to be in Autumn's group. I personally have everything at home. I don't need to buy a squat, but I'm going to get into Autumn's group, okay? So I have two options myself. I can do this Mega Program Pack and I can get my Energize and Recover, or I can do this one, I can just get the equipment, basically, okay? And remember, as coaches, we get 25% off. And I put this in my canned response. I'm giving you my canned response. So hopefully that makes it easy for you. But I'm letting people know, because I do have a lot of coaches that would love to be in Autumn's group. Like, you have to purchase one of these to be in Autumn's group. You can't just not purchase something and say, oh, well, I have BOD. I want to be a part of that. That's not going to work, okay? Then I have another canned response. This is for people who only have BOD. Okay, so this is probably somebody that's ordered a challenge pack from me before, and then they've canceled their Shakeology. They're gonna get an email that talks about, these are your 3 options. So each person is getting no more than 3 options to choose from. They're not getting like 9 options in an email. That's way too confusing. Okay, so here I'm showing them, basically, we can get you back on track with nutrition, because you're not on track with nutrition. Since they're not using Shakeology, they're not using Energize, they're not using Recover, they only have BOD, okay? And so I'm giving them those 3. These prices are on promo until January 14th. So you basically have a month. These challenge packs go on sale on December 14th. They'll be on promo price until January 14th, and then the price goes up. So if you look here where it says like 410, 400, the promo price is 400. 410 is what it's going to be after the 14th of January. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So I'm going to go back here to my canned responses really quick. And I'm going to pull up my next one, so hopefully you can see it really quick. So right now I'm collecting emails. I'm going to send out these canned responses on the 14th. What I'm going to do is wait 2 to 3 days, and if I haven't heard a response from that person, they haven't purchased, I'm going to send a follow-up canned response. Super simple. I can show you the follow-up one too. But I'm going to send up a follow-up email. You can offer incentives, but it's not necessary. I don't think I ever gave like an incentive like my first year of coaching, because typically when you're a new coach, you haven't really made any money yet. And so you don't want to be, you know, constantly giving out like $20 here and $20 there. But if you're a more seasoned coach, maybe you want to offer an incentive, like first 3 people that jump in are going to get such and such from me. Okay, so this is for somebody that's a current customer with me, and I'm just giving them the 3 options. Boom. All this is in the team page. Okay. Okay, my all access expires on 12/28. Which pack would be best? Okay. It should be, you will get billed a year from when you get all access. So if you bought the all access, if you got all access BOD on 12/28 of 2017, I'm sorry, 2016, on 12/28/2017, you'll automatically be billed again the $99 for the new year, okay? So you already have BOD. So what I would do is, Carla, if you are, like, you still have your Shakeology, then you would go up and you would either do the Mega Pack where you get the Energize and Recover, which is what I would recommend. or you would do the accessory pack where you just get the equipment. And here's the thing too, like I already have the bands. They're going to send me more bands, but that's good because bands break. I'm in physical therapy. They break all the time. I can tell you that for sure. So it's good to have some extra ones lying around. I would definitely recommend that. So yeah, Carla, I would definitely do where you get the energize and recover, because I think you're just going to feel, I think there's going to be a lot of people that like, they're going to go, no, I don't want to do energize and recover. And then they're going to like get started with this and realize how like sore and tired they are and wish that they had, and then like go back later and order it. I would just order it to start off with.
Sarah, I have the graphic right here, so we'll show you guys.
Yeah,
you guys, there is no requirement ever as a coach. So don't look at this and be like, oh my gosh, like, what am I getting myself into? That is not what this is about. This whole launch thing is equipping you and getting you ready to help you launch it to other people who would want to do this. I'm going to do it. When I did the Shift Shop test group, I got killer results, changed the game for me. And it was one of my best months ever when I shared my journey. And then when I invited people, people were like, I'm in. I watched you. I saw what happened and I'm ready to go. So with you sharing your journey by following, it doesn't have to be 80-day obsession, you guys. If you follow a program start to finish and you need to tune in on your nutrition, you're going to get insane results. And people are going to be like, I want to do what you want to do. This is something that Sarah's explaining, is that coaches have never had the option to buy a pack as a coach. A challenge pack has always been for non-coaches. If you're signing up to become a coach, you can get a challenge pack. But if you are like, challenge packs are for customers. This is a brand new thing that Beachbody is doing. It's so freaking cool. And that's what Sarah's point is that you have the option as a coach. This has never happened before, that you can upgrade with a program, which is awesome because I get energized and recover every single month. Is energized usually like $50?
Yeah.
$50 per, like you guys, I'm obsessed with it. I have it every single day. 2 tubs of Energize is probably roughly a little over $100. And the same thing with Performance. You're saving freaking money by doing this. So even though I have this stuff already, I'm going to do the mega pack because I already get this stuff anyway. I'm going to actually save money by getting the mega pack. And then with the portion control containers and all that kind of stuff, I'll just give it away as a gift or something because I already have like 1 million of that, all that stuff. But we're just saying that you have the option to upgrade if you're really serious about following the program yourself. So not only do you have options for your customers and your challengers, but you have an option. And that made me excited personally as a coach, because sometimes we're just giving and just like helping people. But I'm like, whoa, this is going to maximize my results. So what Sarah was talking about in her canned responses to the 3, like you can either as a coach, current challenger or new challenger. So you can do the mega pack, which is all, I'm a visual. That's Sarah. Sorry, I had to like bring this up. So I was like, I saw it written in your canned response and I'm like, I just need to see the pictures. You would be getting 2 things of Energize, 4 things of Recovered. This is all on the team page. It'd be $259. You also save an additional $10, right, Sarah, this month? I think starting
Correct.
on the 15th.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's $10 cheaper than this for a month only. Or the basic kit, which you either way to do this program, you need these specific equipment, if that makes sense. Like no matter what, you're going to need the bands and you're going to need the sliders. So then we have that. And then this is all on the team page too. And Sarah's canned responses are there. But you guys, the point is of this whole thing and Sarah breaking it down for you is that you have an option if you're ready to rock and roll with 80-day obsession. Your current challengers have another option if they've already gotten a challenge pack and are already on Shakeology or already have BOD. They can do something additional to this to maximize results. And then you also have an option for brand new people. So it is freaking killer.
Yeah. And so, yeah, if you want to be in Autumn's group, you do have to buy a pack, but it can be any of the packs. So even that pack that was like, it's like $35. Like even that pack would be fine if you're like, maybe you're like me and you literally have all the nutrition stuff, you have the equipment, like, or, you'll get some extra equipment, but you have like you have your Shakeology, you have the performance line, like maybe that's something that you do. And that, I mean, $35 is such a small investment. Okay. No, I thought it was the Mega for Autumn's group too, and then I double checked. So I think we're good. Okay, keep this in mind. If you order through your spouse's account, they are verifying, so like you wouldn't be able to get into the group because it's your husband that bought it, right? So like I'm not going to order it through my husband's account because they would look at my account and they'd be like, you didn't buy that. And so then I wouldn't be in Autumn's group. So make sure you get it like through you, if that makes sense. Okay. So Autumn's group is the coach group they were talking about in the National Wake Up Call. Yes, it is. Okay, cool. There is a modifier. Yes. Let's see what else. The discount is until January 14th. The packs go on sale December 14th. They are on discount until January 14th. Okay.
What do you do for friend requests when you're friend requesting moms? Are you reaching out to them and saying, like, how long are you waiting to reach out to them? Are you waiting for them to like or comment on your posts?
I go to their social media and I usually just comment like on their stuff because then I know my stuff will show up in their news feed, because Facebook, like basically they will let your friends on Facebook who you engage with see your posts, if that makes sense. So if I'm engaging with like Julianne, Elizabeth, Riley, and Emily on Facebook, you are going to find that my posts are going to show up like in your newsfeed. Okay. What's funny is we actually had some coaches in Team Rockstar Fit that I was like, I haven't seen their stuff in a while. Like, are they still posting or whatever? It's because I never engaged with them, right? Because they're a coach. And I like went to their page and then I commented on something that was funny because like the next 3 days I kept seeing their stuff all of a sudden. Okay. So hopefully that makes sense. But that's basically what I do. I also a lot of times will go to the birthdays and I'll start a conversation with people who have birthdays. But you know, I tried starting conversations with like all the new people I added. I found personally I was having such a hard time like keeping track of everybody. And so that's personally what I do. Okay.
We were trying a new thing with friend requests. If someone automatically accepts your friend request, sending them a voice message, and just saying, hey, I'm so glad we can become friends on Facebook. I noticed that you're a mom, like whatever. Just be like, I just want to introduce myself real fast. My name's Julianne. I love empowering women to become the healthiest and happiest versions of themselves. If you have any interest in learning more about fitness and nutrition and confidence, or you have any questions about it, I'm here. I just, at the end of the day, want to brighten the news feed and not make it, I think social media has become so negative. So like that's a way you can reach out to someone as soon as they send a friend request, like, hey, just so you know, this is what I'm about: empowerment, health, wellness, all that stuff. I'm just glad to brighten your news feed. If you have any questions about anything, I'm here. So that's another thing that you can do if someone accepts your friend request.
Yep. I'm just looking at the questions. What's a great way? Sorry, there's just a lot of comments. I'm reading them. Okay. I think I got them all. Yeah. I mean, don't overthink it. Use your social media as a fitness diary. I mean, sprinkle in the other stuff that's going on in your life. You know, I put in like my life with my husband and my kids and stuff like that. But show people that like when you say you're going to show up, you do. People don't just assume that you're doing what you're saying you're doing unless you're showing them. Don't worry that you're going to post too much. I think that people typically underpost more than they overpost, but at the same time, make sure your posts have a point. So like if you're saying like, I'm really excited about 80-day obsession, that's like all you really say. That's like I'm happy for you. You know what I mean? Like people aren't going to understand that. So you need to talk about like why you are specifically excited for it. Okay. Let's see here. How do you suggest inviting both a New Year boot camp and 80-day obsession without confusing people or crowding your social media? I feel like you have to focus on one challenge group at a time, like promoting one at a time. I mean, I don't promote like multiple challenge groups at a time. You know, everything has a different start date. And so right now I have a group going and all I'm focused on is my January 15th start date with Rock Solid Moms, getting people into 80-day obsession, even though that's still like a month away, more than a month away. Okay. I don't know. Like, I just feel like you can try to do 3 things like mediocre or do like one thing well. So for me, I get way too overwhelmed like having a bunch of different challenge groups. That's just me. There's coaches that rock that. I'm not one of them. Okay, let's see.
I would say if you're a part-time hustler, one group is great.
Yeah.
And so say you've already promoted the New Year, New You. Guess what? You're a business owner. If you don't want to do that one anymore, then you don't have to. Like you're not confined to like one thing. I've had to switch up things too. My New Year, New You is going to be predominantly for my existing challengers that aren't upgrading. So some of my challengers are going to upgrade to the 80-day obsession and some aren't. So the ones who aren't, I'm keeping them in my New Year, New You group, which is my favorite things one right now. And then I'm going to have a group for them in January. And then in the middle of January, have another group that goes on, if that makes sense.
Yeah. And I think like all the different components of the pack, make sure you're talking about that on your social media. So for like with Little Bit Obsessed, like make sure you're showing you working out with those bands because people will ask you about those bands, or show yourself using the sliders because people will ask about that. Or if you don't have the sliders and you're waiting for them to come in the mail, like put towels under your feet or something. Like just start doing stuff like that. I'll be talking more about Recover and Energize without saying the names Energize and Recover, more of that curiosity marketing, but talking like, this is my superhero juice, this is my mom crack, this is the thing that's going to help me get laundry done and and get my workout done. Like I can't function without this, like that kind of thing. Like you guys have to try this. That way when somebody's getting my canned response, they're like, oh yeah, that was that yellow stuff that she was drinking. Same thing with Recover. Handling objections for your niche. Yeah, like I used to have such a mental block with this that I was just like, well, if I say I just love fitness, like so many, like that's not our country. Like most people, the majority of people do not love to work out. So I thought if I said that, like nobody would want to work with me, and it's so not true. So whatever like your niche is and whoever you are, and even if you think it's such a small percentage of people, it's so not true. You need to say it anyways. Let's see. What were your objections before starting? Handle them, even if no one is giving them to you, for sure. Yep. Think about all the objections that you had and just talk about it. Or, how it's the holidays and typically people don't care about working out or eating healthy, and you're not down with that. Like talk about that. Or what I think is cool is you'll notice on the holidays, like our whole team is still working out. Like didn't everybody work out like before Thanksgiving? And then like Christmas Eve, like people on our team are still going to be doing workouts, and they'll probably make Christmas Day their rest day, but Christmas Eve, like we're all going to be working out. Like talk about that. I feel like that's so awesome. Has anyone chosen Energize instead of coffee? I'm not a coffee drinker. I can't speak to that. I think it's gross. I know a lot of people do though, for sure. Yeah. So I would try it. I just had both on Saturday. Energize was way more effective. Very cool. And sometimes I do 2 scoops of Energize. I really do. Or like I'll have Energize in the morning, do my workout, and then you have like that 3 p.m. slump or whatever. I'm like, I'm gonna have some more Energize. For sure. Okay. Do we have anything else? Do you guys feel like more comfortable with this and like you have like a plan of action, you know what to do?
Did you see
I hope
Courtney's
so.
response? It's so good.
What's that?
Here, read in the comments, Courtney. I think you'll have a really good answer for this. Courtney, I really like that, what you just said.
I have real self-esteem issues and hate posting pictures of myself on Facebook. Would you suggest posting those pics and being raw with the struggle and maybe bring in how this new lifestyle is helping me become better and have better self-esteem? Or is it like fake it till you make it? No, you should just talk about that. Don't fake it. Like you don't want to be like a Debbie Downer, but what you just said is not that. Like I've had some people that like have been interested in like coaching or whatever, and then I've seen them post on social media and they'll just be like it'll be like F this or whatever, and I'm like, I don't want you on my team. Like that's just because it's so just like not my vibe, right? So you can post stuff that's real. What you just said is not a Debbie Downer kind of thing, because you're saying like this new lifestyle is helping me become better and have better self-esteem. Okay. Don't look at these top coaches that have like perfect pictures all the time and think that you have to be that. You don't. Like, I'm not going to put on makeup every single day. I'm just not going to do that as much as I like makeup, right? So if that's not you, don't do that. Just be yourself and talk about that, because I guarantee, do you know how many women's pages I go to and I cannot find a freaking picture of them? Like, I want to post that they're joining my challenge group and I'm struggling to find a picture of them. And I go to the profile pictures and there's like one freaking picture to pick from. Or they have pictures of their kids and no pictures of them, because all they do is take pictures of their kids. They don't take pictures of them because they don't like the way that they look. Okay. So what you just said is super relatable. A lot of women relate to that. And I'm kind of thinking of like Kim Meyer. She's been posting a lot of stuff about that lately, about how like she would just kind of like half smile in pictures. She would like hide behind her kids. Misty's done that too. Like she would talk about how she like hides behind her kids. So many freaking moms do that. I would just talk about that. Let's see. Yeah, it is part of your transformation. Yeah, tell the team when you post and we'll go show you. If you have a post you really want to get traction, tell us in Team Happy and Fit and we'll help you get traction on it for sure. Yay. Okay, it's 8:00. I don't think we have anything else. If you guys think of anything else, let me know. Hopefully that gives you some good ideas. You know what I did when I was new coach? I went to more seasoned coaches' pages and I was just like, I'm going to do what they do, but I'm going to do it my way. So go to my page, go to Julianne's page, go to coaches you know have had success in this. And I noticed, hey, they work out every day and they show people that they work out every day. Like just the simple things. They're showing the vitals every day. Oh, I should do that too.
Yeah, for sure. And if Sarah and I are here for you guys to help you with this launch, don't stress about it. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Like, don't be like, this is the thing that's going to make or break me. We just want to help you get prepared, and there's still so much time. So this was a lot of wonderful information, and like Sarah knows what she's doing. So just simply go to the team page and ask. Like, she will help you. She's posted all of her canned responses in the resources page. Sarah, we should probably go post everything we can in the tab on 80-Day Obsession in the resources page, where we're going to help walk you through this. Does this make sense? We're not like, see ya after this Zoom. We're like, hey, get your wheels turning, and then we're going to progressively help you through this journey of launching. So you can go to my YouTube. Sarah, I don't know if Sarah has stuff on her YouTube yet, but I, instead of doing canned responses, I did more videos of per thing. I'm more visual in that way, but like what's cool is we can all do this in different ways, but we just want to help you start taking action. So Sarah, if you had to pick one thing to start with right now with all these coaches, what is the first thing that they should do? Because I know we have canned responses, event pages, social media, all that kind of stuff. Like, what's the very first thing they should be their task, do you think?
Very first thing, I would say you need to You need to go find the before and afters and post that you even have a challenge group for people to join. And then you need to do a little bit obsessed. That's what I would do. Those two things.
And then document that for sure.
And document it.
Yep. And we'll share everything for, if you guys are like, what the heck is a canned response? And like, how do you even ask for someone's email? Like, what do you do to expand your network? Like, there's like a million things you could do, right? So like, take a freaking breather. If you're not posting on social media, I would suggest go there. Just start sharing your daily journey. But Sarah, you rock. Like, she knows what she's doing, you guys. This coach, Sara, she's completed a whole lot of programs, and she knows how to share this journey authentically in her own way and knows how to speak to her niche, which is really cool. I have a completely different niche than Sara, but it works. So don't try to do everything at once. Take a deep breath. You have so much time. That's why we're doing this a month before this actually kicks off. We just want to start. We told you, now we're going to start really helping you effectively do this. Does that make sense?
Yep. And the one last thing I wanted to say is Morgan from our team is coming into town this weekend to Arizona because Mariah is graduating with her nurse practitioner degree. And what is really cool about this business is like the friendships that you make. Like, forget about the business stuff. I got into this because I wanted to make an income off of the stuff I was already doing, fitness. Had no idea I was going to get friendships out of this, but you're going to start seeing a lot of posts go up on our social media when Morgan gets into town of us hanging out together. And it's so cool. So what I want to tell you is, as a part of this team, you have to make friends in this. Like, you can't just be alone in this. Like, there are coaches that come into Beachbody on all teams, right? And they sit behind their computer. They don't make friends with anyone. They don't show up to Zooms. Obviously, you guys are awesome because you're here. But they don't go to live events. Like, they don't make friends and they don't meet new people. And it's so easy to quit when you do that because it's just a business. And like, without that emotional tie, like, it's so easy to quit, no matter whether you're making no money or you're making like a ton of money in this. It doesn't matter. So you're going to see a lot on our social media of us hanging out together. We've done this a lot in the 3.5 years I've been a coach. Like, I've got to hang out with so many coaches. It's so freaking fun. So go make some friends, go make some connections. And Super Saturday is coming up at the beginning of January. I suggest you find one in your area and go for sure.